Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for watching How to Make a Pizza with Ferazzoli's Kitchen. Now we have everything we need here. We're gonna make sure we have our pizza kit from Ferazzoli's Kitchen. Make sure you have a tablespoon, which I'll show you later. You're gonna use that to spread the sauce, and it's gonna be nice, okay? Make sure you also have, if you don't have a pizza stone, use a pan or a cookie sheet will do just fine. Anything to fit the dough. So besides the spoon that we're gonna use for spreading the sauce and the pan we're gonna use to cook it on in our kit will include the sauce, the pizza sauce, the dough, the mozzarella cheese, the grated cheese, and the flour. That it's gonna make it a lot easier for us to cook with the flour. Now make sure your ovens are preheated to 500 if they go to 500. If not, 450, 475 will do just fine. Now make sure this is when you use the flour. Don't be afraid of the flour. Put the flour down, put some on top of the dough here also. Spread it out all over. You put it down, put more flour on top of it, and just open it up a little bit. And make sure you do this on a flat surface. Pop any bubbles you see in it. See how he spreads it? Now you take your rolling pin and you roll it out flat. This will pop any bubbles and open it up nice for you. Spread it a little more. Form it into a nice circle here. Give it another roll or two. Keep it forming. Stretch it a little. Don't be nervous either. You can stretch it. It's easy to work with. Looks good, Jimmy. Looks good. Now this is when you're going to use either your stone or your pan. You put it down. If you want to put a little oil down, it's okay. And you want to form it out. But the oil is going to make it easy to cook with. Any of those folds, you don't want those folds. You want it nice and flat. So that's what Jimmy's doing here now. He's pulling it nice and flat so it's flat. Now we're going to take our spoon. We're going to put the sauce. Now use your discretion. It doesn't have to be exactly 2 spoonfuls. Just make sure you cover the dough with the sauce. It doesn't have to be drowning either. Just spread it out. And if you think like it looks a little light, you could always put a little more sauce. There you go. There you go. Very nice. Much better. All right? Now after that, we're going to put the cheese. Now don't put the mozzarella. Don't get too excited to put the mozzarella right away. You have to put the grated cheese first. A lot of people forget that. A little touch of grated cheese, pinch. Now you take your grated cheese, your mozzarella, and you spread it out. You don't have to use the whole container for grated cheese or all the flour or all the mozzarella. Although the mozzarella that we gave you should be the perfect amount. Don't let it touch the crust either. Although it's not the end of the world if it does. You want to kind of cover the middle with the mozzarella cheese. So we're going to put, now that your oven's preheated to about 500, you're going to put in your pizza now and make sure you check on it every few minutes or so to make sure it's not burning. There's not an exact time. Don't let it go more than 8 minutes then before you check on it. So when you check on it, it should look something like this. Give it a little spin to make sure the same side isn't cooking. You want to take a fork or whatever you have just to pop any bubbles. Now, like I said, there's not an exact time period it should be in the oven for, so just keep checking it to make sure it looks nice and golden brown, just like how you'd want it to look. So when you see it and it looks something like this, then it's done. And if you like it a little more well done, you could keep it in for a little bit longer. You can cut it however you want. Make sure it looks nice like that. We cut it into quarters, but you can do it however you like. We hope you had fun making your pizzas. Now be sure to tag us when you post your videos, because whoever makes the best pizza wins an official Ferazzoli's t-shirt. Thank you very much and have a good night.